Hello and welcome back to another Marvel Champions two-handed recorded gameplay. Today we're doing a member requested game from Guarismo, who is a legendary supporter. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you want to know how you can financially support the channel, you can find the link down below in the video description. Guarismo has come up with a challenge for us today, and it's exciting, it's fun. I've done a lot of theory crafting. I've done a couple of practice games and tweaked, or I'm gonna say tinkered with the deck, because that makes my pun little part of my brain happy with Rocket over here. But the idea behind the game is we're playing against Expert Nebula, which is so very rough, with a pool Flash and a Rocket Raccoon deck. Now the pool Flash over here, we're going to be using the guns, or the weapons. We got a bazooka and a laser sword that come in here, as well as healing factor and stick-to-itiveness, which were requested. Which I really like healing factor and stick-to-itiveness with Flash. I think that's a lot of fun. Let's run through the decks. If you don't want to know about the decks, you can jump straight to the gameplay. There's going to be a timestamp for that. And we're just going to run a huge ally gambit. What I realized in a couple of my practice games is I don't really like stun locking Nebula, or status locking Nebula, because then her techniques just build up. You only get to discard one of them whenever she activates. And so I just, in my status lock games, I just had 4 or 5 techniques, and we were just losing. It was horrible. And so instead, we're chump blocking a lot. We got Cosmo, Professor X, Drax, Groot, Bob, Nick, Vivian, which blanks techniques, which is really nice, Martin X, and then on top of that, where is it? We got Nowhere. So a lot of these are Guardians. We're gonna be running Guardians and Rocket's deck as well, but this is going to allow us to draw up. We got Get Ragey. We've got Cut Upper. We've got 2 copies of Target Acquired. I almost went and bought another Black Widow pack so I could have more copies of Target Acquired, because all of the techniques come out on a boost effect, and it's just so bad. So we have 2 of them in here and 1 of them in Rocket. I ended up not buying another Black Widow for the Target Acquireds. We got a build support, side holster, tic-tac-toe, and blackout. Really, blackout is here because we don't have a ton of threat mitigation. I think a lot of that is going to be off the basic activations of Flash. We'll see. A threat can get away from us pretty easily. Tic-tac-toe is going to be over here to heal Gamora. Then we got Helicarrier, Mansion, and then our pink double triples resource cards over here. So, whew, I'm excited. I have not won yet, but I've gotten close enough where I decided I'm going to start filming. So, hopefully there's not too many losses, or any losses, I guess. But we're here and we're ready to start filming. Let's talk about Rocket's deck. Rocket's got Moon Girl, X, Ironheart, Nick, Throg. We're running an aggression deck. Marvel Boy, Bug, basically all the Guardians. We also have Spider Girl in here. It's just a really inexpensive ally, easy to get out. We're pushing that cost curve in the aggression aspect, so we are running the power of aggression. So hopefully that's just a way to get something out there with a nice 2 attack. We got Psylocke, Gamora. We got 2 copies of Dive Bomb, 2 copies of Melee, and we got Assault Training. So the idea behind the Hone Technique deck, we got 2 of these, is Dive Bomb and Melee can be Hone Technique. These are the only cards in the deck that can be Hone Technique, but I think it's enough because we have Assault Training and Gamora, so we can hit them fairly reliably. Also, Rocket has a lot of card draw, not as much as I want in this deck with just the Space Pirates. I also hate the Space Pirates. They all have Quick Strike and they're all very annoying, but what I've thought is that we can get there with this number, shuffling them back in. Rocket's going to be our flipper. I think Flash is going to stay in hero farm most of the game. We got Hall of Heroes. We got Lock and Load, which both of these heroes love. They're both weapons characters. Superpower Training, Helicarrier, Target Acquired, Ingenuity, and our normal lame doubles. All right, so that is the deck. We'll see how it goes. Nebula, you have to go quick. You cannot let Nebula sit around. It's really hard to play a control game against Expert Nebula. Standard Nebula is also, I think, significantly easier than Expert Nebula. Standard Nebula, you discard all of the technique upgrades whenever she activates instead of choosing one of them to discard, and only the first technique each round gains surge, whereas the first technique each hero or each character reveals each round gains surge in expert mode. Very, very, very challenging, but it's kind of exciting. It feels like a Lord of the Rings scenario, and the fact that I'm like building for the scenario rather than like building for like the hero. Now there's synergies in the decks obviously, but the Nebula is one of those villains that I feel like I really kind of need to build for. Also, this opening setup where we're discarding and attaching technique upgrades to Nebula can be very, 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 very bad. We can spiral very quickly. If we hit 1, we're okay. If we hit 2 or more than 2, we are going to have a tough time. I will employ kind of the same thing that I do here with Lord of the Rings, where I will be not trigger happy on my scoops, but I will scoop if I don't think that we are going to win, because I want to give Nebula, I want to do a couple of tries recorded, and if it's just not going to go well, or if I see that, hey, this is just not, we're not pulling this one out, we'll go ahead and scoop and we'll start a new game. But yeah, all right, let's read the Art of Evasion. Put Nebula's ship environment into play and Milano support into play. Milano is going to start over here with Flash. Flash has 2 of the player side schemes, whereas Rocket only has 1, so we have a higher likelihood of drawing into a player side scheme with Flash, and then both characters can help thwart it down. We attach the Power Stone to Nebula, which gives the attached character +1/+1. Then after a hero or villain deals 3 or more damage to the attached character with a single attack, attach Power Stone to the attacking hero or villain. We're gonna probably try and get this on Rocket pretty quick. Rocket's gonna be our lethal raccoon. And then discard the top 4 cards of the encounter deck. Attach each technique discarded this way to Nebula. That's good start. Okay, we got 1. Okay, we only got 1. I like that a lot. Okay, so Nebula gains Retaliate 1, and as a special, which we will force interrupt, when Nebula initiates an activation against you, resolve the special ability on each technique attachment, and then choose one of those to discard. So the special here is to take 1 damage. The first technique attachment, each player reveals each round gains surge. She's a 2/2 with 17 hit points per player for 34 health. Whew. The Art of Evasion. X is equal to the number of evasion counters on Nebula's ship. We're going to be placing 1 evasion counter every single round. We can exhaust the Milano, spend 1 or 2 resources to remove that many evasion counters from the ship, and that is non-negotiable. We have to put that and get that in check. The challenge that I'm going to have is understanding when I can win using those resources to invest in damage out rather than removing Nebula's ship, because we can thwart out, we can let Nebula's ship get a little crazy if we can win before it's too crazy, and that's going to be something that's going to be a little bit challenging for me to find. I love seeing self-confidence or any of the triples on turn 1 with Flash. Self-confidence is great. We've got Run and Gun behind enemy lines. There's that build support, Blackout, and Bob, Agent of Hydra. Excellent. Okay, so we'll probably toss Run and Gun. We don't need that. Behind enemy lines is nice. It can confuse, but we don't really have, I guess we have Flash and the Milano ability to play behind enemy lines, which will confuse Nebula. We're going to keep behind enemy lines. We've got Blackout. We're going to pass on Blackout. I think Blackout is I just kind of want to mulligan hard. I'm going to pass on Bob. We're going to mulligan 3 cards. Target acquired. Multi-gun. There we go. Okay. And a Get Ragey. Okay, now we'll set up, we'll discard until we get a weapon. There goes nowhere. Project Rebirth is also sad. Cosmo is sad to see. There's Venom's pistol. We'll take that into our hand. Okay. Pretty good start there. Rocket Raccoon. I've Got a Plan. Throg. Schadenfreude. Assault Training. Nice. Energy. And a Strength. Okay, so let's keep Energy and Strength. Let's keep Assault Training. I'm thinking about mulliganing and getting rid of Throg. Yeah, we're going to toss Throg here. I'm going to draw into Ingenuity. Love that. Helicarrier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a Hall of Heroes. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's hype. That's super hype. I'm very, very happy with that. We actually may stay down with Rocket. Nebula will be confused. At some point, we do want to get this Rocket flipping every other turn. And Rocket doesn't really have a huge reason to go to hero form. So yeah. Let's start over here with Flash. There's nothing that we need to do here in Alter Ego. So let's flip up to hero form. We'll use a Self-Confidence to play a multi-gun. Now we can either choose to deal 2 damage to an enemy, deal 1 damage to each minion engaged with the player, which works really well with Rocket, by the way, or remove 2 threat from a scheme. We are going to use Venom's ability, take a damage, the Milano to generate a wild, to play behind enemy lines, remove 3 threat from a scheme. If we use only mental resources, which we did, confuse an enemy, which will be Nebula. We will use I want to get, do I want to pass on Venom's pistol? I think we can. I think we can pass on the first Venom's pistol here to get build support and target acquired out. I think the target acquired is a better play than Venom's pistol at this point in the game, especially since we have lock and load. So we're going to go here, build support. Oh, those are not the right tokens. And a get ragey for target acquired. We're going to move Milano to the outside because Milano is our first player token in this game. That's going to come in. We're going to shoot it with the multi-gun to take it down to 4, and then we'll thwart it to take it down to 3. Let's build a little bit. We don't get to write it yet. Rocket over here is going to use a energy to play a Hall of Heroes. Use a strength to play an ingenuity. And ingenuity to play helicarrier. Or assault training, sorry, that'd be awesome. And we'll toss the helicarrier. We have a build support right here, which is we're gonna pull helicarrier with it, so there's no need for us to hang on to it. Rocket's gonna hang out in Alter Ego. If we could thwart down build support, I still don't know if I would go up, so we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna ready up and draw back up to our hand size. It is really nice to have ingenuity on the table. Ingenuity, if nothing else, is 1 evasion counter whenever Rocket's first player on Nebula's ship. So it's a nice resource generator that's not helicarrier. One of the things that is really nice about the X-Men and the Avengers is you have X-Jet, Quinn Carrier, you have resource generators that can pump into Nebula's ship. We got Tic-Tac-Toe, Run and Gun, Drax, Cut Upper, and Locked and Loaded. That's 2, 4, 5. Then Rocket gets 6 cards. We have Gamora, Moon Girl. Let's go. I've Got a Plan. Professor X. 1, 2, 3, 4. Particle Cannon. And a Reload. Ooh, I like that start a lot. Let's add an evasion counter. Then we're going to add 1 threat per, or 2 threat per evasion counter because 2 threat per player. So that goes up to 3. Nebula is going to attack the Interrupt. We're going to take a damage. Boom. And then we're going to discard this card. Nebula is going to attack us for 2, 3 plus a boost card. We don't have any blockers, which actually kind of is not great. Let's... Let's take it. It's going to be 3, 4. Go down to 6. Okay. Then Confused against Rocket. Pass out encounter cards. First one, Venom here. Honor Among Thieves. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a criminal minion is discarded. Reveal that minion. Give that minion a tough status card. And give the villain a face down boost card. All of the minions in this deck have Quick Strike. So we got a criminal minion right there. Pirate Commander, Quick Strike. After this minion attacks and damages you, remove 1 card at random from your hand from the game. We give it a tough status card. We're going to defend the attack so we don't remove. And then we got a boost card over here for Nebula. We got an Assault, which is going to surge because we're an alter ego. Into Ruthless. Nebula schemes. If threat is placed on this activation, place 1 evasion counter on Nebula ship. She's going to scheme for 3 wide stance. 4, 5. Then wide stance has a boost effect that says after this activation ends, attach this card and resolve its special ability. We have to discard a card at random. No whammies. I've got a plan. That's okay. Okay. Nebula's tempo is incredibly fast, and it's so scary. Okay. And then that did place threat, so we get 1 there. Okay. That was my mental resource, which is sad. I'm going to go Professor X. I really want to play Particle Cannon. Reload and Ingenuity to play Moon Girl. So I used 2 mentals, so I'll draw 2 cards, which is Power of Aggression and Rocket Launcher. Shoot. I have to take care of Nebula ship. I cannot not do that. So I don't think I'm actually going to be able to drop Particle Cannon this turn. Shoot. We'll flip up to Hero Farm. Threat's an issue. Let's exhaust the Milano. We just don't have a good play. We are just dumping the hand. Actually, before that, hold on. Let's do this. Let's go Moon Girl, thwart 2 here. No, Venom's exhausted. We'll have Rocket thwart here to clear build support. So we'll go grab a Helicarrier. Another resource generator. Let's go. Start stacking some of these. And then Venom is going to get probably a Helicarrier. Trying to remember what else is are my options. I don't think they're nowhere is an option. Nowhere is an option. Nowhere is nice because it's card draw. Helicarrier, and it's in the discard pile, so we could bring back Helicarrier fairly easily. We could play Drax this turn. I think I'm going to go Helicarrier. I think getting the resource generators on the table right now is probably the right move. We'll shuffle that up. But that probably means we can play something if we use the Helicarriers for Rocket. Okay. Now we will use Milano, Rocket Launcher, Power of Aggression to remove 2. We will go Helicarrier, Gamora, or actually, you know what? Do we go? Do we play Gamora here instead of the Particle Cannon? Yeah, we do. We're gonna play Gamora. That's going to allow us to to get more events, which is going to be nice. I don't think we use it right now. Unfortunately, a little bit of a tempo loss. Pirate Commander is so annoying. Ah. We have Tic-Tac-Toe, so we can heal Gamora very easily, which is nice. I'm just going to go Gamora to knock the tough. Discard until we get a event. We're not going to do that. I don't want to run the risk of discarding the home techniques. Am I playing a little safe? Probably. Okay. Multi-gun 2 here. We'll play Tic-Tac-Toe. We want to definitely get that onto the table. We actually may run and gun here. Instead of Drax? I think we will. Locked and loaded, cut upper, Drax. To play run and gun. We get the ready Venom in each weapon we control. Multi-gun. Oh, you know what? Actually, we're gonna leave the threat here. We're gonna get a little risky. Leave the threat. We're gonna throw 2 multi-gun Venom to take out the Pirate Commander. And we don't have to worry about it. Okay, we'll stand up. Yeah, we have to stand up. We're in trouble. I need more blockers. If we can get over this little hump, maybe it'll be fine. I don't want to block with Gamora, and that's the problem. Okay. Oh, we got Grasping Tendrils. Let's go. Healing Factor, that's beautiful. Martin X, target acquired, and a bazooka over here for Venom. For Rocket, we've got a Dive Bomb. We don't even have Aerial yet. Battery Pack. Assault Training. Melee. And Rocket's Pistol. 2, 4, 5. Alright. Need Thruster Boots. Place an evasion counter. 2 threat per evasion counter will take us up to 10 out of 12. Getting risky. Nebula is going to attack Rocket. We're going to do this first. We'll discard a card, which is going to be the Battery Pack. It's a little sad to see go. Better than the pistol, though. Nebula is going to attack. We'll block with Moon Girl. +2. There goes Rogue Vessel. I hate Rogue Vessel. It's so mean. So there goes Moon Girl. For Venom, we will initiate an attack. We're going to spend a health as a resource, target acquired, to play Grasping Tendrils. When the villain initiates an attack, cancel that attack. If you paid for this card using only physical resources, which we did, stun the villain. Beautiful. So we're stunned there. In counter card phase, Rocket has got a combat ready. This is my least favorite card in the entire deck because it says discard cards from the encounter deck until a technique attachment is discarded. Reveal that card, which then surges, and resolve its special ability. So special is to take 1 damage, then that surges. It's so brutal. Surges into a Cutthroat Ambition, but since we've already revealed one, this does not surge. Exhaustion surges, we exhaust our identity. Surges into a Pirate Lackey with Quick Strike. Remove the top card of your deck from the game after it damages you. Okay, we're going to go down to 3. And we're removing Vivian from the game. That's sad. Dang it. Ugh. Okay. Pass Milano over. Let's go Helicarrier, Helicarrier, Martinex to play Healing Factor. We'll exhaust the Milano to take this evasion counter off. And there we go. Oh, well, we have multi-gun. Oh, we have to hit... Ooh, threat's bad. Threat's real bad. Let's take 2 threat. Go down to 8. I was gonna flip down, which we could lose the main. We could lose the main. It's not good, but it's not the end of the world if we lose the main. It's not great. It's definitely not good. We're gonna try not to do that. We don't have a blocker though. We don't have a blocker again, and we don't have a blocker for Rocket either. We may actually just toss Gamora in front of this attack, but we're gonna flip down with Venom Flash. We'll lose the main. In which case, I still want to take at least 1 off because I don't want Nebula to scheme on the new main. Okay. Gamora will attack the Pirate Lackey for 2. Then discard until we get an event. No, the thruster boots. I don't know. Cybernetic. No, and reload. Here we go. That was bad. That was not good. That was not good. Shoot. We'll go Ingenuity to play the Assault Training. Second copy of that. We'll go Melee to play Rocket's Pistol. Rocket's Pistol will take out the Pirate Lackey. It'll draw us into a Superpower Training. Alrighty, that's cool. We get a counter on Hall of Heroes. Let's use a Dive Bomb to play Superpower Training. Comes with 6. For 6. Nebula is stunned. So actually, I may not need to flip down with Flash. If we're okay, we're not gonna lose the main. We're going to instead stay up with Venom. We're stunned over here. Toss Gamora in front of the attack over there. I don't like it. I don't want to lose Gamora. We have tic-tac-toe. Is it worth keeping Gamora? Is it worth keeping Gamora? I don't think at this point in the game. Maybe dropping Gamora that early was not the right call. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. Rocket will thwart 2 off his Superpower Training. That's going to get us our boots, which we really, really need. Okay. Stand up. We're tossing reload. Venom has got Running Gun. Self-Control. Yikes. Avengers Mansion. Nick. Stick-to-itiveness. And Groot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Groot does not get to come into my hand. I did not flip down. I ended up not doing that. Okay. Rocket has 5. We got Hone Technique. Beautiful. Rocket's Pistol. Nick Fury. Ironheart. And Spider-Girl. 2, 4, 5. Perfect. Place 1 evasion counter here. We're going to add 2 threat. That's going to take us to 10. We are stunned here. And then we're going to place 1 threat on the main. Yeah, place 1 threat on the main. And then we're going to take 1 damage. We're going to choose to discard Weapon Master. And she's attacking us. We're going to toss Gamora in front of the attack. It's going to be an attack of 3 plus 0 for Gamora to leave us today. Encounter cards. Got Power Siphon. We can exhaust the Milano, spend 2 lightning resources, or discard 1 card from the first player's hand. I don't... If we go Stick-to-itiveness... What happens if we exhaust the Milano? Threat becomes an issue pretty quickly. If we don't exhaust the Milano, we're looking at probably plus the 2 helicarriers to play Nick. That's going to draw us 3 cards, which then we could drop Mansion. We could play Nick and Mansion if we exhaust the Milano. If we discard a card at random from our hand, that's not good. We're going to exhaust the Milano. I don't... tough. Nebula. Honor Among Thieves again. Discard. Cool. There is one. The Pirate Lackey gets a tough status card. Nebula gets a boost card. This is quick striking us. And we're going to remove the top card of our deck from the game. Okay. Let's think about this. Thruster Boots, Cybernetic Skeleton are two big... We have Rocket Launcher and Particle Cannon in our discard pile already. Got... I think we're just going to lose it. Take 2. Melee. Oh, that's kind of tough. That's not great. But here we are. Okay. Milano comes over here to Rocket. Let's go Ingenuity, not Helicarrier. We're using Helicarrier over there. Ironheart and Nick to play Hone Technique. Spider Girl will play Rocket's Pistol. I want to take out this Pirate Lackey. If we do that, is there a way that we can save the main? We're adding 4 threat to the main. We're going to be dropping Nick, which can remove 2. I'm just... I can't thwart with Rocket. That's the problem. And I can't call on an action... Let's roll the dice. We'll exhaust, knock the tough, Rocket's Pistol to take out the Pirate Lackey. That is enough to draw us a card. It's gonna be Bug. I don't think we need Bug. And that's another counter on Hall of Heroes. We don't have a blocker again. Yikes. Healing Factor triggers. I need to remember to do that. We will have Nick. We may lose the main here. We will be discarding cards. And then the problem with losing the main is you get so far behind the evasion counters that it gets really, really dangerous. But Nebula is going to hit us for 3. If it's a boost 3, we die. That may be a risk we take, actually. Okay, so let's go Self-Control, Run and Gun, Helicarrier to play Nick Fury. It's going to draw us 3. Savage Attack, and Venom's Pistol. Now, this, we don't actually have to... Oh, it's only lightning resources. We could stun Nebula. And then we would actually take the Power Stone away as well if we did that. I think that's what we're going to do. Instead of dropping the Mansion. Yeah. We'll take a damage. Go Venom's Pistol to play Savage Attack. That's going to deal 5 damage, taking the Power Stone and stunning because we only used... Oh, wait, no, this is... It gains overkill. It's not the stun one. Just kidding. Ha, ha, ha. Oops. I think Grasping Tendrils. Okay. Never mind then. Okay. Let's go Mansion and Savage Attack for a stick-to-itiveness. I think it's better to not get the Mansion out right now. Savage attack to play a pistol. Okay, so we can thwart for 5 off the main. 7 off the main. Yeah. Heck yeah. Let's go 2. Takes us down to 9. We've got a 3 with take me down to 6. Multi-gun. To take us down to 4. And takes us up to 8. I think we're going to leave it there. Instead of taking the damage to ready and thwart for 1 more, I think we're just going to leave it there and preserve the health a little bit. Stand up. Rocket as a bug. I think we're actually going to keep bug. I need blockers, and I feel like I keep tossing my blockers. Dive bomb. Marvel boy. Psylocke. There's all my blockers. And a salvage. 2, 4, 5. Venom has got Groot. X. Behind enemy lines. Self-preservation. And a side holster. Alrighty. Add. We'll go 4 more. That's going to take us up to 8. And we're going to be attacking Rocket. We're actually going to toss... That's not good. No, we're fine. We're going to block with Nick here. 1 threat on the main. And then we discard this. And we're going to block with Nick. I forgot that she already had a boost card there. 3, 4. We're going to target acquired the Unyielding Persistence. That's enough for Nick. Then Nebula is going to attack us for 3. We will defend for 3. Plus 2, we take 2 damage. We already have an acceleration token. Yikes. Okay. Whew. We have to take care of Nebula's ship. Man, she just puts pressure on you. Whew. Okay. Encounter cards. We got Cannonade. We can exhaust a Milano to remove 3 threat from this scheme. It's an amplify icon, which is kind of fine. If we're chump blocking like we should be. Hinder 3. Oh, so that's 6, 7. 2, 4, 6. That's a lot of threat. Probably leave that. Then we got Gang Up, which is probably game. We'll block with Rocket, I guess. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5. We take 4 damage. We're down to 2 health. No, we're plus the amplify. Down to 1 health. I'm afraid that we're done. We're about to lose the main. I'm gonna scoop here. I don't think we can claw our way back out of. Oh, we have. We'll continue to go. We'll continue to go. Let's see what happens. Okay. Milano comes over here. Side holster, self-preservation, and behind enemy lines. We'll play Professor X. We'll confuse Nebula. Okay, we have a blocker there. Healing factor will heal us for 2. Trying to figure out who we want to... I think we want Rocket to roll down. I wish we had one more counter on Hall of Heroes, but we can have Rocket roll down. We can shuffle in a couple of dive bombs. We can shuffle in stuff. We can tinker with Rocket's pistols while we're down there. So I think Rocket is the one to roll down heal, so it just has 1. So if we're doing that... We're going to hang on to behind enemy lines. We're going to use Helicarrier. We're going to exhaust the Milano, toss these 2 to remove the 2 evasion counters. Okay. Now it's Rocket's turn. I think we'll go Ingenuity, Salvage, Helicarrier to play Psylocke. We're going to put our Thruster Boots. We're going to put our... Yeah, we're going to put our Thruster Boots on top. I was going to say we could put the Cybernetic Skeleton, but I think if we can... I don't think we're going to be able to do it this turn, but it'd be nice to be able to thwart down Superpower... Oh, wait. X needed to... We'll thwart here. I was going to say, if we could get rid of Superpower Training, we could get Cybernetic Skeleton. Protects us against a Rogue Vessel. A Rogue Vessel right now does kill us. Which would be sad. Marvel Boy and Dive Bomb will play a bug. Okay. We're at 6. We're going to go up by 3, which would take us to 9. Let's have Rocket's Pistol. Go ahead and deal 2 damage here. Rocket's Pistol will deal 2 damage here. We'll flip down. We'll tinker this pistol. We'll draw into Thruster Boots and a Battery Pack. We'll use Battery Pack to play Thruster Boots. Give us +1 Thwart and Aerial, which starts to turn everything on. Do we shuffle a aggression card back into our deck? Do we go... Let's use an Assault Training. How many cards do we have? 2, 4, 6. We're decking out. No, we're not. We're not if we use the Assault Training. So let's use both the Assault Trainings to shuffle in a Dive Bomb and a Melee into our deck. That means we will not deck out. And if we want to, we can hit one of these Assault Trainings in the reshuffle. But then we don't draw the 2 Dive Bombs. I would like to be able to hit 2 Dive Bombs before we deck. Or I guess, like, yeah. Psylocke will thwart two off of Superpower Training. No, Psylocke will thwart 2 here. Because Rocket has a 3 thwart now. And so we'll have Bug thwart 1 here, which sets Rocket up to hit Superpower Training easily. Alrighty. We'll stand up. We can tinker that pistol next round if we want to. Okay. Venom is decking. So we got 3 card. We got this. We got this. We got 25 health on Nebula. Nebula coming in next phase or next on her stage 3. We don't want to sit there long. We really want to set it up so that we can kill Nebula as quickly as possible. So 2 Dive Bombs is 22 of that damage of the 40. So like it's doable. We can probably hit it quick. But it's a dangerous thing to be on Nebula stage 3. 3, 4, 5, run and gun. Spider Sense, Laser Swords, and Grasping Tendrils. I don't have my side holster. So we could toss a Venom's pistol for Laser Swords. Venom's pistol at this point is still more valuable for us. Okay. Rocket is going to get 6, 2, 4, 6. We got Hone Technique, Target Acquired, Melee, Genius, Dive Bomb, and a Salvage. Look at that team. Look at that team. Oof. That's hype. That's hype. Okay. Let's add 1 here. We'll add 3 threat. Up to 7. Nebula is going to attack Venom. We'll block here. We don't have a target acquired, so we have to discard a random card from our hand. Which is Grasping Tendrils. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Hold on. I'm sorry. Just kidding. I totally missed that I had Grasping Tendrils. We're going to take a damage. We're going to do the Grasping Tendrils. So we paid for it with only mental. So this stuns here. White Stance. We'll just shuffle White Stance back in. Yeah. That's one of the things that I have a really hard time with in two-handed play is remembering those like villain triggers outside of my turn. So we're good there. Then Confused over here. Deal out an encounter card and an encounter card. We've got a Hull Breach. We can exhaust the Milano, spend 2 mental resources, or deal 3 damage to the first player. We'll exhaust Milano because everything else kills us. Pirate Lackey. Oh, X is uber dead. Pirate Lackey, Quick Strike. Remove the top card of our deck from the game. We'll block. And we got a Lethal Intent, which sucks. No! When revealed, discard cards from the top encounter deck until a technique is discarded and reveal that card, which will surge. Whew. So White Stance surges into another Lethal Intent. Oh! Well, it does. At least that one doesn't surge. We're going to get another technique upgrade, which is another White Stance. Too much threat, team. And extra encounter cards is not good in this scenario. It's not good in any scenario, but it's really bad here. Milano passes. Healing factor takes us up to 5. Shoot. Reduce the amount of damage Nebula takes from each attack by 1. Okay. I need to heal Rocket, actually. I don't think I get a basic. Maybe that leaving that at 3 was not the right move. I guess we can multi-gun it and have Bug take it out, I guess. Okay. What are we doing? What does our life look like here? Are we tinkering anything? We can get a melee, which I don't think is super good right now. No. I don't think we need the melee. I think we're going to Assault Training to shuffle this Dive Bomb back in to a deck of 3 cards. Discard that. Do we want to tinker? I don't think we do. We're going to heal for 3. Oh wait, the melee's here. We're gonna get a Dive Bomb. We're gonna get a card draw. Could we play 2 dive bombs? We could. We could play 2 Hone Technique dive bombs right now. That's interesting. I think we have to figure out lethal intent. Okay, well, we'll just figure it out. I think instead of that, we're actually going to salvage the cybernetic skeleton, and then we can drop the cybernetic skeleton because we put it on top of our deck. Okay, so we're not going to tinker because I want that rocket's pistol. We're going to flip up to rocket. We're going to salvage, genius, and dive bomb. When you spin this card, we're going to put a tech upgrade, which is going to be our cybernetic skeleton on top of our deck. And then we're going to hit Nebula for a Hone Technique dive bomb, which does 11 damage and then 5 to everything else on the table. So that's going to take out this lackey, give us a counter on Hall of Heroes. Murdered You, draw us into the cybernetic skeleton, and then hit for 11 here. We're going to change this 5 into a 4. Down to 12. Alrighty. Hone Technique and Melee will play Cybernetic Skeleton. Give us 3 hit points? Yeah. Ingenuity will play Target Acquired. Oh, and she actually... We're going to give her 2 health back. Because of White Stance. We're discarding so many cards. Do we want to confuse Nebula? Yeah, we do. Psylocke will, from each attack, so Psylocke can still use her interrupt to deal a damage. That's not an attack, but then the attack on Psylocke does not deal any damage. We actually have the Power Stone as well here. That's good to know. So we actually have the Power Stone because we just did more than 3 damage in a single instance of an attack. So we have the Power Stone. Psylocke confuses Nebula. Bug is going to hang out. Bug is going to hang out. Venom. We don't have a mental resource or a physical resource. Dang it. Let's go Helicarrier. Helicarrier for a Spider Sense. Ooh, actually, do we Running Gun here? We may Running Gun. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a damage down to 4. To spend a physical resource to stand up. We will then thwart for 2 off of lethal intent. Multi-gun will lethal intent. Clear that. Helicarrier, laser swords. Helicarrier will play Running Gun. Get to ready Venom in all of our weapons. We'll do the same thing. So we'll thwart for 2, 4 off of the lethal intents to get rid of the extra encounter card. Okay. Okay. We have a Spider Sense. Let's spin Spider Sense to heal a damage from Psylocke. Put that there. Okay. Stand up. Oh, wait. Venom's flipping. Sorry. Hopefully we can get a Project Rebirth. That'd be pretty sick. We're at 7. We're placing 5. We're losing the main. Dang it. We'll have Bug take 1 off the main and we'll kill off Bug. We'll have done that. There's so many things to manage in Nebula. Oh. We also had a... No, I'm going to keep the Rocket's Pistol. I don't think I needed to use the Rocket's Pistol. It actually doesn't do anything because of the White Stances, which we need. The problem with the status lock is that these stay on the table. Yeah, we're decking. Okay. So 3, 4, 5. What do we got? Dive Bomb, Power of Aggression, Lock and Load, Moon Girl, and a Bug. Nice. Flash has got a Savage Attack, Mansion, Get Ragey, Self-Control, Target acquired 2, 4, 5, and a Martinex. Alrighty. I'm going to add an evasion counter. We're going to add 5 threat. Take us up to 11 there. Nebula, Stunned and Confused. I never gave myself the encounter card there. We're going to deal out encounter cards. First one, Struggle for Control. You may flip to alter ego form. Choose to exhaust Flash and take 2 damage. Discard or put 1 set aside copy of Enraged Symbiote into play. Engaged with the first player. If you cannot, discard gain Surge. We're definitely going to do that. Because that is what Rocket loves to kill. Speaking of, Rocket's at a +2 and a +2. So Rocket likes to murder enraged symbiotes, turns out. Next up is an Assault. That's not great. I guess it is. We're going to discard 2 random cards, which is not good, but it is what it is. First one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't be a Dive Bomb. Power of Aggression is not great. And we've got 1, 2. No, that's a reroll. And Dive Bomb. Beans. Alrighty. This one goes away. We will block with Psylocke here, because I don't want to die. Okay, so we got 2 + 3. There goes Psylocke. Alrighty. Okay. We got a barrel roll. Insight 1 Surge. Dang it. The Insight 1 kills us. Place 1 here. This surges. When revealed, place 2 evasion counters on Nebula's ship. For each evasion, discard the top 2 cards of each deck. This comes in with 6 threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sinks to see nowhere go again. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot. 5, 6. That's tough. That's tough. We probably lose. There are too many evasion counters. We probably will lose this game. Then we've got an advance. So Nebula's Scheming. We're going to discard a random card from our hand first. 2, 3, 4. Get Ragey. And that goes away. Then she's going to scheme for 2. After this activation, we're going to target acquired the Mastery. So it's 2 threat here. Milano comes over there. Okay. Shoot. Healing factor will heal 2. We go up to 6. We'll go Milano, Avengers Mansion, and Self-Control to take 2. So we're only adding 7 threats to the main. And we're currently at 8. So, okay. We'll flip up to Venom. Oh, it's actually 1 more because of the amplify. Okay. Let's get Martinex on the table. Let's go Helicarrier, Helicarrier, for Martinex. That's a blocker. Venom will thwart for 2 off the main. Martinex will hit 1 here. Oh, wait, hold on. Martinex will do that. Multi-gun will do superpower training. So we're actually going to go grab a upgrade for both of us. Spider Sense? No, I think I want to go with Venom's pistol. Yeah. And then with our basic thwart there, we're actually going to remove 1 more. Okay. Savage attack to play target acquired. Oh, we need an upgrade over here as well. What did we just... Battery pack? No, I think we're just going to go with the big boy, the particle cannon. Okay. We got particle cannon. Nice. Okay. Okay. Nice. Rocket's turn. Let's go ahead and particle cannon the enraged symbiote. Overkill 2. Which we get to draw a card. Which is a battery pack. Okay. Let's use Ingenuity to play lock and load. That's going to come in with 4. I don't think we're going to touch that quite yet. Battery pack, Moon Girl will play Bug. So we're placing 7 threat on the main, so that's going to take it up to 13. Do we thwart here, or do we just start pushing damage? We'll go pistol for 2. Are both of our dive bombs in our discard? We have 1 dive bomb in our discard. And so we only have 1 aggression event in this deck that is home techniqueable, which means that we probably want to roll down at some point, which we cannot do right now. Okay. We have a blocker. I'm trying to think if I want to thwart the main with Rocket, take it down to 2, or attack for 3 on Nebula. I'm not pushing 40 damage next turn. That's just not happening. Where are my running guns? Got 2. I think do I have 3 running guns in Venom? I think so. So that'd be 4, 6, 12. Rocket can do... We're pushing damage. I don't see us getting out of this without... I don't really see us winning this game unless we can get a little bit lucky and just push right now. So I guess we'll go 1, 4 damage here. Take us down to 6 or 7. Okay. If we flip down, Or like if we thwart for 5 off the main, can we flip down? We'll go up to 7, and then we can shuffle in a dive bomb. We also have Hull of Heroes. We actually may be better off if we do that. Let's do that. Let's go leave that at 1. We're going to thwart for 5. Bug needs a damage. We'll flip down. Because we can tinker Hall of Heroes. We can come up with a stupid amount of damage. Or cards. We'll use an assault training to shuffle in our dive bomb. And we're playing risky. That's what we're doing. That's my favorite playstyle. Okay. Okay, stand up. Venom has a grasping tendrils. Ooh, okay. Side holster, locked and loaded. Project Rebirth. And target acquired. Not the hand you want to push like crazy. Rocket has got I got a plan. Reload. Schadenfreude. Genius. Salvage. 2, 4, 5. And a Hone Technique. Also not the hand you want. But we can get 5 more cards. Add 1. Oh, we're adding 9 threat. Ew. Okay. We're attacking over here. Bug will block. It's going to be 2 plus 0. Then we're scheming for 3, 4. Reveal this card. Everyone gets +1 attack. I think we lost. Yeah. Okay, got 1 encounter card per. First one here is an assault. We'll block with Martin X. 1 additional boost card. A lot of damage for Martin X. Then our encounter card here is Blindside. We can exhaust the Milano, spend 2 physical resources, or stun the first player. Don't really want to stun anybody. Don't have 2 physical resources to spend. If we exhaust the Milano, we definitely lose. I think we're losing regardless, so we'll just exhaust the Milano. We lost. The evasion counters got out of hand, unfortunately. Okay, pass Milano over here. Let's Hall of Heroes for 3. 1, 2. There's their dive bomb. Power of aggression. We'll tinker the Rocket's pistol. Oh, wait, hold on. We have a salvage. Do we want to do anything before we start drawing cards? I don't think we can really pay for anything, unfortunately. So we'll just tinker the pistol for 2. Ironheart. And I've got a plan. We honestly probably could thwart down. Do we do that? Are we just... So we're adding 10 threat, 11 threat to the main. We may... okay. There's still a light at the end of the tunnel. So we'll... we're not pushing this round. But we're going to spend a lot of time dedicating to thwarting. Let's go salvage for Ironheart. Salvage, when we spend it, we get to put a tech card, which is probably battery pack, on top. So we can keep particle cannon alive. And we get to draw that. Okay. Let's flip up to Rocket. We will thwart for 4 off. Okay, hold on. I've got a plan. We'll thwart for 5, then we'll thwart for 6. That's 11 thwart with the 2 I got a plans. So we're going to start out, we're actually going to thwart lock and load. Which is unfortunate because we have the side holster here. We're not going to thwart lock and load. We're going to thwart sound the alarms. Okay. We are going to helicarrier. I got a plan to ready, and now we have 5 thwart. We'll thwart 5 off of here. And then we will use a... Actually, we're going to have used ingenuity instead of helicarrier. Hone technique to play. I've got a plan to ready, and now we have 6 thwart. We'll thwart this down to 3. Okay. Ironheart will thwart 1 here. We're just gonna hang on to a lot of cards, I think. Schadenfreude will play battery pack. Reload will play battery pack. We're gonna pass 2 over to the particle cannon. Particle cannon will go ahead and deal 4 damage here. Take us down to 6. We're adding 10 threat to the main, which is crazy. Okay, we have a dive bomb. We have a power of aggression. We got that. Okay, Venom. We'll put the side holster onto the table. We will multi-gun the main. We'll attack for 4 on Nebula. Target acquired stick-to-itiveness will ready. We'll shoot for 2 here. Locked and loaded will play Project Rebirth. And we're going to hang on to Grasping Tendrils. Stand up. But that sets us up so that we can, with a basic activation, murdered you on Nebula. But Venom's going to be first player, so we're probably going to miss out on that. That's fine. I'm fine with that. We could particle cannon Nebula if we want that 1 card draw. I don't know if that's gonna be worth it though. Okay, so we're gonna keep that. We're gonna draw into Spider Girl and Nick. Okay, got Grasping Tendrils, Cosmo, Running Gun, Cut Upper, and a Self-Preservation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Add a evasion counter. Add 10 threat. 11 threat because of the acceleration. Nebula is going to attack. We'll block with Ironheart. 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess, technically, with the Amplify. Okay. Nebula is going to attack Venom. We may take it. It's going to be 3 plus a boost. We can't die. Self-preservation is nice because self-preservation after this will be a double. If we take the hit, it'll only be a single resource. But I think it's going to be better to play Cut Up or Running Gun rather than doing the Grasping Tendrils. So we'll take it to the face. It's going to be 3. We're going to target acquired this. 3. Okay. Encounter cards. This, don't spiral. Master Plan is fine. Just means we're not going to touch lock and load. 2. There, and this turns into a 5. Come on, not a technique. Combat ready? No! Okay, so we're discarding. Do I get a technique upgrade? Please don't have one. We don't have one. We decked out. We don't have one. Oh, baby. Okay. Milano passes to Venom. We are going to be adding 8 threat to the main. Is there a world where we can do 41 damage? We have... Let's count. Let's count. Easy enough to count. Okay. Okay. So multi-gun pushes Nebula. We have to do 40 damage. She does not have tough. Alrighty. She does not have tough. Venom attacks for 4. We run and gun. And Venom attacks for 6 more. So that's 10. We have Cut Upper that deals 5 damage. That's 15. We have to do 25 more damage. Hone Technique. Hone Technique Dive Bomb does 11 of that. Rocket does 3 more. Particle Cannon does 4. That's 15, 18. We're 7 damage short. Could we play Nick? I think we have to get risky and play Nick. And hopefully draw into it. We don't have the damage cards, but if we... Well, I don't know if Nick is going to be enough damage either. We're at 7. We've sustained 5 damage. So actually... less than 5 damage. Shoot. We can tic-tac-toe, which we're trading a resource for a resource, so it doesn't matter. The Milano is a resource. Oh. I don't think it can be done. Unfortunately. Doesn't mean it's a scoop, it just means that we have to... The other thing that we could do is we could Particle Cannon here, which means we're losing 3 damage, but we get a card. 3 damage for a card, I think at this point is worth it. So let's go ahead and Particle Cannon Nebula. It comes in with 40 health. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. So there's 10, 20, 30. But we did excess damage. 4, 6, 8, 10. We get to draw a card into a reload. Okay. This is wild. What do I have in my deck? Is there anything? Got reload. I think what we're going to do is we're going to focus on threat. We're going to focus on threat with Venom. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and... This is not Venom's hand. This is Venom's hand. We have a running gun too. Shoot. Okay, so let's go ahead and go 2... 5 total off of the main. Takes this down to 6. We have to use the Milano. Well, Milano, Self-Preservation, and Cosmo to remove 2 here. So that means we're going to be adding 10 threat to the main. So we have to take some more off the main in order to not lose. We have a full deck. There is a chance that Nebula schemes. And that's just a risk we have to take. Okay. Let's do Helicarrier, Cut Upper for a running gun. We're going to hang on to Grasping Tendrils. Nebula will not activate next turn. So that's going to ready everything here. We'll go 2 more here. Take this down to 4. We're going to add 10. That puts us at 14 out of 18. Nebula scheming loses us the game. It's a risk we are taking. We don't push any more threat. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. We're going to deck out with Venom, so we're going to be doing another encounter card with Venom, which is a little scary. No, we're hanging on to Grasping Tendrils. We're not going to have another with Venom. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and attack for 4 with Venom. We will take a damage, Stick-to-itiveness, ready, and attack for 2 more. Okay, that's Venom's turn. Rocket's turn. We are not decking out with Rocket, which means that... Do we still have a Dive Bomb in Rocket in the deck? We still have a Dive Bomb in the deck. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Well, that's exciting. We have, what, 2, 4, 5, 6 cards there. That's hype. That's very, very hype. Okay, so if we Power of Aggression, Ingenuity, and Reload, we're 1 short from Nick. And so instead, we are going to deck out on Rocket. So if we do 11 here, I think we're going to deck out on Rocket, and we're going to run that risk. So we don't need to. We don't need to take that risk. So we're going to go Genius, Power of Aggression to play Dive Bomb. It's going to be 11. We'll Battery Pack Particle Cannon here. I really wish we could confuse Nebula, because Rocket rolling down right now would be pretty nice, but nothing we got. We'll use a Spider Girl to play Reload. Nick Fury, next turn is 6 damage, so that's nice. So we'll ready everything. Particle Cannon will deal 4. Putting us at 19. Rocket will hit for 3. We still have an Ingenuity. We're still hanging out. I guess we will... There's no reason to battery pack anything, right? If we have Nick, we run a risk of not drawing the Dive Bomb, but Nick can draw us into the Dive Bomb. We have 3 resources on the table, so we can probably play it. We're not decking out. We just have to avoid an advance. This is so exciting. Okay, we got Nick here. Salvage. Rocket launcher. There's the dive bomb. Throg. Righty. Venom has got grasping tendrils. Nick Fury. Behind enemy lines. Give me a physical. There it is. Savage attack. And a Drax. Perfect. Okay. That was close. We're going to add here. We're going to add 10 threat to the main. Nebula is going to initiate an attack against Venom. And we will use 1 damage and Drax to play Grasping Tendrils, cancel, and stun. Stunned against Rocket. Weapon Mastery. She gains Retaliate 1. Special is to take 1 damage. That surges into a Cutthroat Ambition. She can't take more than 5 damage from a single attack. No! I hope she attacks me? We still may be able to do it. Ruthless. Nebula attacks me. If damage is dealt by this activation, place 1 on the ship. Okay, so Nebula's attacking us. Place 1 threat on the main. Take 1 damage. She's attacking us for 3, 4. We are going to get rid of this. And we are going to throw Venom in front of the attack. We'll defend for 4 over here with Venom. Be nice if we don't die. Got 5. We have lethal if we survive. We don't have a target acquired, but Nebula is going to hit us. +0. We take no damage. Pass the Milano here. No damage was dealt either. Actually, I think she gets +1, right? Where did I put that card? Ruthless. Nebula attacks you. If damage is dealt by this activation, place 1 evasion counter. She does not get that. Alrighty. Rocket. We'll go Salvage, Ingenuity, Helicarrier to play Dive Bomb, which will be 11. We take a damage. We'll attack for 3. We take a damage. Nebula has 2. We will Particle Cannon. That was hype. That was really exciting. Oh my goodness. I hope it was relatively clean. Nebula is so nebulous. Nebula is crazy. She can have so many things going on, but I hope that was clean. That was crazy. That was crazy. We had so much damage. Usually I'd go overkill and see what I can do, but I don't want to because that was too hype of a note to end on. So that was so close. Woo! That was hype. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so very much for watching. Guarismo. That was crazy. That was a tough one. Whew. Nice. The other member game that we're doing this month is Expert Ronin. So we're kind of playing through the campaign apparently. Oh my gosh. That was exciting. Excellent. Thank you all so very much for hanging out. Oh. See you next time. Peace.